she's back. Back in the car. Doing a car chaos. Sat in the car park being looked at by weird people. Might pop into TK Maxx. Might go into M&S. Don't know. I've not had a good day. Let me adjust you, you're a bit wonky. I've not had a good day. I've had a day of people shouting at me for things that are nothing to do with me. People taking their frustrations out on me. And I give so much. I try to be as good as I can at my job or everything else that I do. And yet it's never good enough. It feels like it's never good enough. I make one mistake and it's, you know, the worst thing that's ever happened. So I've not had a good day. I had various intentions today. I'm sorry to have a moan, but this is life. This is my life. And I had really good intentions today of coming home and despite being on call, doing, you know, a couple of videos, car chat, and I'm not in the mood. I'm well aware that I have no content ready to go. I was a month ahead in my content. I was 6 weeks ahead at one point with my content, and I wanted to stay there. And then everything has literally gotten in the way. My energy levels haven't let me film when I'd wanted to. Work has got in the way. Everything is just not fallen into place. And I like to be somebody who's very organised, knows what I'm doing day to day, gets things done. And then things just snowball. So I'm aware I don't have content. I'm fully aware. I'm also aware that last time I did one of these, which is probably the previous video, I said a lot of stuff, absolutely chaotic. It was completely off the cuff. But what I did was start several conversations and never finish them. So I thought I'd do one just to kind of a part two to recap what the hell went on in the first one, because it seems a bit of a mess, and just organise things a little better in my head. So in the last one I mentioned my nails. So we have blue at the moment, all to do with the photo shoot that's going on, because these last 4 weeks, and as I don't know when I'm going for that, I wanted to be prepared. So I did manage to do that at the weekend at least. But I was going to say, oh yeah, I'll talk about my nails, and then didn't. So you will have noticed in the description, if you ever bother going to that I've got various ambassador codes, working codes, and none of them, literally none of them, give me any kickback at all, apart from this one. So those of you who do gel nails at home, salon, mention gel nails on social media, at some point will have had an advert for Sassy Saints. Sassy Saints was devised during COVID. It was an idea that 2 girls and their partners got behind, and it is a self-run business. There's the 4 of them, and they do everything. You even get like personalised messages from them and stuff. It's really cool. But yeah, basically it is one of the powder nail kits. So it's like gel, it's as hard as a gel, it will last like gel. You take it off like gel that you've got done at the salon. The only thing it doesn't do is the nail extension. But this is the simple steps of you prime your nails, you do what they say, they'll give you a little video, they give you step-by-step instructions, and I can now do this in under half an hour, which is amazing. They're not very neat. I'm not perfect, I shake, I know my nails are never going to be as good as they are in a salon, but if you don't have the issues I have, then you can do this. And basically you prime the nails, you then use a base coat, and then you dip them into a very, 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 very fine milled powder. That coats the nails. You do that 4 times. You then, and they look atrocious, trust me, they look atrocious at this point, and you think this is never going to come out like a decent manicure. You have a little tool that you can take off the excess around the cuticle. They then give you an activator, you add that a couple of coats, and you, after it's dried, you leave it a couple of minutes for each, after the couple of coats, you just put them on, chuck it on, leave it 2 minutes, file it down to the thickness you want, file any additional lumps, bumps, bits that have spilt, whatever you need to do to make it look good and how you want them. You then do another activation coat and wash your hands, lukewarm water only, don't need soap, don't put soap near it. And then you do 2 top coats, and that is when they come out all lovely and glossy. Ignore this one because I messed it up a bit, but they come out all lovely and glossy and like a gel manicure. Take it off, I thought, oh, this could be a bit of a faff. So to take it off, I thought, okay, bought some acetone nail varnish remover, filed off the top till it goes dull and all the shine is gone. Put your hands in a bag of acetone, literally just dip your fingers in it, or a bowl of acetone. I tend to massage them. I use like a sandwich bag, and then I massage it through the nails, and it all comes off and it's done. You wash your hands, you're done. It takes about 10 minutes a hand. That's it. It's great. I love it. I have 5, 6 colours. I have 4 or 5 more coming, but I've got a nude pink, a nude, the blue, a black, a grey, and a dark purple, which I made an absolute mess of the first time I tried it, and it's definitely worth it. So if you are interested, this is a bit of an ad, but I'm sorry, it's how it works. If you are interested, there is a link below in the description box that will take you to them, and it will automatically apply a 10% discount on your order, your whole order. If you buy a kit, if you go and buy colours, again, they do offers anyway, so I don't know if it applies for the colours, but whatever sale they have on for the kits. Now don't panic, the kits are £119 each. I will be honest about that. When I bought mine, it was on a £69 offer, and then I got a discount for being a new person, and I found an ambassador code as well, so I got 30% off the £69 on top. So it works out quite cheap, and about per manicure they work out £2.49-ish, which is really good. They are worldwide, so this is not just for the UK, but if you are interested and you follow the link, I do get a bit of a kickback of £10 to me per kit. And what I'm going to do is, every time I'm just going to leave it in the website. I can draw it whenever I like. For every 10 kits that I sell under my code, or 5 kits, let's not go too mad, or at the end of a year, I will withdraw the money and I will be donating it. I am not keeping the money, and I will keep you up to date with what I'm donating. So I did touch on monetization on YouTube, and I did touch upon my nails. So I will be donating all the funds from that. I don't want the money, I want to give back. So I'm going to be doing that. So that was point 1 I never got around to talking about. One of the other points I never got around to talking about was monetization, finishing that one. So I'm going to pick a charity, probably either related to coma recovery, rehabilitation, or pancreatitis based-ish. I have found one called Guts UK. I don't know much about them. I did have some dealings with them previously, and they weren't great many years ago when I ran my charity, I came across them and worked with them on behalf of one of the kids we were looking after, but didn't really hear a lot of great things. I believe they have come on leaps and bounds. I believe they've got a new chair and things are changing. I don't know if they're the right one for me to support. I would really love to do it for a coma recovery. The only one I've found so far has been related to brain injury, which is not what I had. So the only other option I've got at the moment that I found, without digging too far into the world of charities, is ICU steps. So they are the people that support people post ICU. However, again, the information I got out of them and trying to get in touch with them didn't work. So I really want it to go to a charity that really help people, or an organisation that help people kind of come to terms with what I've dealt with, or in a similar position. You know what I mean? Someone who's someone who's going to put the recovery of people who have been through this sort of thing first. So if it was like, you know, cancer support, you've got Macmillan, you've got pancreatic research, you've got all these different things. But when it comes to coma recovery, which is where I really needed the support, I'm struggling to find anything. So I'm going to put it out to you. If you know of any in your area, you know, if you know of anyone, preferably in the UK, then let me know. Small charity, large organisation, I don't care. I just want to be able to donate to them, potentially with oh, what's the one you do in charity shops where you do the tax? Gift aid on top. So that would give another 25% on top of anything I can donate. It won't be a monthly thing, it'll be an annual thing that I do. And obviously I'll keep you updated. Oh, sorry, I've just come off a 10-hour shift. I'm done. And I do need to go and eat soon. So I'm going to have to do this and run. Might take you in TK Maxx and the food hall with me. You never know. If you fancy that. Have a bit of a nosy with me. What else? There was something else in there I said I'd circle back to and didn't. I can't remember. My brain is done. I'm trying to do videos. My aim was to go home tonight, do a makeup video, and then film another kind of talky one, which I'm sorry, but I don't have time at the moment to do full on. I'm hoping at the weekends, the Griffin, well, not the weekend, one night this week, next week, the Griffin will help me do my fashion haul ones that I want to do, because I need some help changing, having the energy, moving the camera, that kind of thing. Otherwise it's just me talking at camera. I'm trying to give you more, dare I say, exciting content. I mean, look at it, this is not exciting content, but I'm trying to give you more enjoyable content with more in it. I don't want to be just showing you a picture of a dress on a model. That doesn't work. But I have to be mindful of my energy levels, what I can do. And I remember talking about spoon theory in my previous video. Let me know below if you've had a thought around what I can do, whether you like the car chats. You know, they won't just be with me. We'll do some with the bestie. We'll do maybe one with the Griffin. Just different things I can just do off the cuff, spur of the moment, get my phone out, do a video, and make my content upload a little bit easier for me. Let me know if you've had any ideas of topics, all that sort of stuff, because at the moment my life is work. But if you've got any topics, if you want any help relationship wise, or, you know, I'm pretty good agony aunt, anything you want that way, just hit me up. Skincare questions, you know, hit me up. What else? I know there was something else I was going to talk about and I didn't. So yeah, I've got an upcoming photo shoot that I'm really excited about. That's this month. I know what I do need some help on. Are there any crafters out there? For future reference, I'm trying to stick, without giving too much away, a plastic based product to a faux leather product. And I've tried super glue and that doesn't seem to want to work. I was recommended hot glue. I went to Hobbycraft and they went, no, don't do that. So I've been put off that idea. I'm literally down to duct tape at the moment underneath what I'm trying to do. It's really weird, but I don't know. I've just had a bit of a gripey week, really. Not just today. Like I said, I went to Hobbycraft the other day and I said to the girl, this is what I'm trying to do. These are the 2 products I'm using. What do you recommend? And I get the impression all she was trying to do was sell me the most expensive thing on the rack. Because when I said, well, what about double-sided tape? And picked up the Hobbycraft version, it was like, oh yeah, but what you really want is this. And I'm like, why do I want that? That's like £12. Why do I want that? This is £1.50. It's double-sided tape. I don't want it to last forever. I want it to last the duration of a photo shoot and it will be done. I don't care if it breaks after that. And then she kept asking me what the two products were made of, and I'm like, well, one of them's plastic and one is faux leather. Oh yeah, you told me that. Well, I wouldn't recommend this. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then when she said about using this expensive tape, and I went, so how do you recommend doing it? What am I doing? Am I wrapping it? Am I doing it in strips? Am I doing it in layers? Then what? How am I meant to do this? I'm not a crafter. And she wasn't very helpful. So yeah, it's a bit like that at the moment. This week has not been weeking. Not been weeking. Normally it's my brain that's not braining. This week has not been weeking. What else was I going to talk about? I can't remember. See, this is the problem. I had it all planned and then I've had such a shit day that I'm done. I'm done with it all. I just want to curl up in a ball and go to sleep. And I can't even do that because I've got to go home and eat because, you know, being diabetic, I need to make sure I've eaten. Because right now, I'm probably borderline about to hypo. My insulin's about to kick in. And I haven't eaten, sorry, since about 12 o'clock. And it's currently 3 minutes to 8, which means M&S is probably about to shut. TK Maxx is probably about to shut, and I'm not going to get anything done that I wanted to do. So there you go. That's my day screwed again. Unless they're open till 9, and then I'll be okay. But I can't see what time they're open till. I do see a woman hanging around the doors looking like she's trying to lock up. So this is not going to happen. M&S is not going to happen. So now I'm going to have to drive to the little Tesco's because they're open till 10. It just doesn't work out. Nothing works out. And my evening has been mainly screwed because there's protesters in my hometown. Again, protesting stuff that I don't even know what they're protesting. I really don't. And why do I not know? Because I don't watch the news. And I haven't watched the news. Yeah, so what else is going on? Life is going on. Yeah, I need some content ideas. I don't want to continually do illness updates because I'm doing okay. In general, I'm doing okay. I've actually got a diabetic screening coming up, although they haven't told me when, but I'm assuming it'll be in early September like it normally is. Sorry, I need a drink and I haven't got one. Yeah, I know that there will be an eye screening soon that I will need to do. I'm gonna have all sorts. I'll probably make up the time on that one, and then I won't have to do have to take a day off. Although I've got a day off I could take, but I don't want to. Yeah, so I have a diabetic eye screening, I have another blood test, blood pressure, general MOT, weight, height and all that. The good news is I've not gained any weight. My weight has plateaued. I've changed shape again, but I haven't gained weight, which is awesome. So I've recently, like I said, been buying a lot of H&M dresses, and I am managing to get into a large. In fact, I bought this dress in a large because everyone said, oh, it's on the small side, and then it's too big and I could have worn a medium. Don't always go by what people say on websites, because most of the time they ain't got a clue. What else? I cannot remember the other thing, so I'm sorry if I've forgotten. But I'm going to call it a day because it's 8 o'clock and I need to go and eat. I'm sorry, this has been a really awful video, but I needed to get this out today. I needed to get it out of my system. I needed to not have a rant, but get it out of my system that, you know, I've not been having a good week or a good day. And I'm really sorry this is not the content you're normally used to. But I do want to do these off-the-cuff car chats. I really enjoy them. And really enjoy them. I've enjoyed the 2 I've done, let's put it that way. And they're quick content. That's not saying I don't want to put out really good content, I do. But I'm trying to think up different things I can do. I don't want to always be sat in my bedroom. I don't always go out enough to do vlogs. I want to make sure that you're getting content, that I'm sticking to things. I'm on a mission to get monetized now. Not because I want the money, but because I'm over 3/4 of the way there. I'm nearly at 1,100 watch hours, and I want to make money to donate. Even if it's just a few quid, I want to make money to donate. Speaking of monetization, I do have a link below for you can buy me a coffee. So it's something I found through the wonderful Jane Wilkes, who has introduced me to it. So it's called a coffee link, and it's K-O-F-I, or Ko-fi, however you pronounce it, but I think it's coffee. And the idea is, rather than Patreon where people have to pay for things, or subscriptions where people have to pay for things, or worrying about monetization, because it's a lot of pressure, you can basically buy somebody that you really like a coffee. And I think it's like £3. So if you have enjoyed my videos, and you fancy buying me a coffee to keep my energy up through more videos, then, you know, go for it. I don't mind. Nobody's bothered yet. It's not a big thing. I don't care. But my coffee fund needs topping up. My personal coffee fund needs topping up. I might do coffee chats. Maybe that's what I do. Maybe I go and get myself a coffee. I park up somewhere and we have a coffee and we have a chat and we talk whatever you want. We talk relationships. We talk fashion. We talk... Or maybe that's my podcast. Do I redo my podcast and I call it the Coffee Chats? I don't know. I do want to bring the podcast back. I did say that in the last catch up that I did. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm sorry this has been a bit of another kind of ramble. But like I said, at the moment I'm looking for quick content because I've got content coming up that's really interesting and really good, and it's going to be well edited, and there's going to be lots of nuances to it. There's 2 vlogs, there's a product advert, there's all this stuff coming up. There's going to be a product launch video, there's going to be a giveaway, there's going to be, you know, all this stuff going on. But until that happens at the end of the month, I'm gap filling of what can I do that's easy to do without breaking myself, because I've literally done a week on call, 2 weeks off, but still kind of on call, then a week on call, which is where I am now, then I've got 2 weeks off, possibly, depends who's on call after me. I might still have to help them whilst still trying to have a life, do stuff, do my job, excel at my job, because I'm on a mission this year with the people I work with to really step up our game. There's also another product I want to talk to you about, which I won't link in this one because I haven't got it on me, but I will talk to you about it. And it's a toothpaste that isn't toothpaste, that's no plastic and very sustainable and amazing and environmentally friendly. That's just fabulous. And I came across them, I found an advert somewhere on social media and I was like, oh, I've not heard of these, and I'm going to go and have a look, and it's brilliant. So I want to talk to you about that at some point. And I get nothing for that. It's just a great product. I think it's wonderful. Yeah, I can't really think about anything else at this time that I would really need to chat about. Yeah, I don't think I've got much left, other than I've parked here, not done what I wanted to do, and now I need to go because everywhere's shut, because that's my life. So I'm going to head off. I'm going to go up to one of the smaller shops that will still be open. I might go to the big Tesco and get myself some donuts, because that's kind of the mood I'm in right now. I've just, actually that might be the option, go and get some donuts and my lunch for tomorrow. And then that's another job ticked off. And then I'm going to go home, and I'm not going to film tonight because I can't do it. I've done this, I'm going to edit this and get it up. I need to relax, I need to get some headspace from people. And I love you guys are amazing, and you are always so supportive, and your messages are so supportive. And I love having conversations on YouTube with you, and I love it when there's like, you know, just not one comment, there's like conversation going on. But today has not been it. Today had so much potential, and I felt really good when I got to 11 o'clock and I had a list of 21 things to do, and I ticked off 20 of them, and the only thing I had left was a 4 o'clock meeting, which I couldn't tick off my list because I've got to write everything down. And I'm like, that's fine, by the time I get home it'll be done. And then my day went to shit. It literally went to shit. And I think the worst point of the day was having, because I have problems with my memory, and this is why I can't always remember what I need to talk about, and I forget words, and it's all post-coma, you know, the drugs are still, they said to me 18 months on from the drugs being fully out of my system, because they still sit into the brain tissue for a while. They said 18 months awake, which would have been 22nd of January this year, 2024. No. Yes, January the 1st, 2024 would have marked 18 months awake. That is how my brain will be for the rest of my life. I can train it, I can do things, I do puzzles, I do jigsaw puzzles, I've even started playing Sims. I don't even know where that's come from, but there's a Sim app that's available that I downloaded to my tablet, and I started doing that just to remind me that I've got people that I need to deal with in that world, because I've got friends I haven't spoken to for months, because not that I don't want to talk to them or not that I don't want to interact with them, but I forget that I need to do that. So obviously I've got my bestie and I've spent time with her, but I've got other people in my life. Hi Amanda, sorry if I've not spoken to you for a while and you see this. Hi Kay, if I've not spoken to you and you see this. Hi Jane. You know, there's people in my life that are genuine friends outside of social media that I should be seeing. And I've not spoken to them in a year because I forget I've got to do it. In fact, I'm sure one of them I was meant to organise when I had a day off a coffee morning, and I've not done it because I don't remember that I have to do it. And it's okay everyone saying have lists. I forget to write it down. That's the problem. I've got lists. I've got A4 notebooks at work with one with action list and one with meeting notes. I've got lists on my phone. I forget to update them. The only one that I do religiously is my work actions list. And even then for a couple of weeks, I've not really been on it until today. Today I'm back on it. And my boss said to me, she's back on the lists. This is good. And then my other one is my outgoing payments every month. So come payday, what do I need to put aside? Because I get paid on the 25th of the month. What do I need to put aside for the first for my bills? What do I need to put in the household account? What bills do I have to pay out? What are my outgoings? Have I got enough? Have I paid my subscriptions? All these things that don't go out on direct debit, I pay. Sorry if I keep looking up, it's people walking past distracting me. So I've got a list for that and I check it off religiously every month. But if it's someone said, oh, can you do that? I forget. I genuinely forget. And I can't think straight properly. And if I've had a bad day and someone asks me a question and I go to what I think is right, it's probably wrong. So there's a lot of stuff I have to try and get my brain into gear for. And some days my brain just won't do it. You know, people could look at my life and go, oh my God, she's been in a coma for 45 days and, you know, we didn't think she was going to even make it out of the hospital, let alone back to work. And now she's been back at work and she's smashing it and she's had 2 changes of job and a promotion and a team and you know, she's doing this and she's doing that. But they don't see the struggles. They don't see days like this when I'm crying, driving home in tears because I've just had a day where I feel like I'm not good enough, or I don't have the time to get content made to get out for you guys, or, you know, I forgot the right salesman for somebody to talk to and got the account wrong and they've shouted at me for it because I dared to make a mistake. People don't see the days like this that I have that are really hard and they're really testing, because people will see, if I went into the M&S food court, if they were open now and I wanted 3 things, I wouldn't even take my mobility aids because I know I can walk that far. I know I could walk into TK Maxx because I know the layout and all I want to look at is their lotions and potions and bags. But that would be it because I'm looking for a specific thing. And I know I could do it. But then people know that I'm disabled, so they're like, well, you don't need your chair then. Yes, I do. I do need my chair. I need my walker. I just don't need it all the time. It's like these. I can take these off. I can still film. I can still do things. I can still read. I can read a book without my glasses on. But I can't drive my car without them on. Are they a disability aid? Yes, they are. You know, it's not just not seen in the same way. So I can do a lot of things without my glasses on. But technically, I can't drive. So I couldn't go and do a full day shopping without my wheelchair. But I can pop in a shop. But because people see me, and that's getting away from the point, because people see me up at work, no mobility aids, because I don't need them. I can go all day at work without them. I can be on top of my game. I can be a great manager. I can be all over everything that's going on in an operational point of view. I can be all knowledgeable. I mean, it was a joke today at work that I said to one of the bosses, I'm just going to change my name to Mystic Meg, because if there's a question, it's Ask Max. She'll know. And I can look great on the outside. What people don't realise, and take today as a fine example. So I've been in the office since 7:30. I have done a full day, no mobility aids. I have been in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 meetings. I have answered God knows how many queries. I've clicked off 12 or 13 tickets today that are some technical, some not. I've dealt with queries from probably 3 other departments today, and I have been on it. But they don't see me have 2 hypos during the day that I'm managing whilst I'm doing all these things. They don't see the fact that, yes, I had breakfast and lunch, but I now haven't eaten for 8 hours. Because they look at me and they go, oh, she's fine. She's nailing it. She's smashing it. I'm not. I'm not smashing it. I feel I'm letting so many people down because I'm not on my content. My editing's been out. The amount of people that have said to me, do you know that the sync is out on your video? Yes. I can't do anything about it. I don't have the time to refilm every blooming video. The one that cut off, my favourite products one. Yeah, I'll refilm that and I'll re-edit it. But I don't have time to refilm everything. I don't sit all day and have the time to edit videos, or, you know, I could do all these snazzy editing things. I don't have the time. Sorry, that was a bit of a rant, and I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me or, you know, give me sympathy or go, it's okay. I know it's okay. I know it's okay to have bad days. I know it's okay not to put the pressure on myself to do things, but that's not who I am. I am definitely a let's get this done type of girl. What I don't have is the luxury of energy and time that, because my job is so demanding and takes so much out of me, I can't always come home and film. I can't always come home and look at a pile of editing and go, oh God, I've got to do that. You know, I come home and look at a pile of washing and go, oh Christ, I've got that to do tonight. And some nights coming home, making a meal, putting the washing on, putting it in the dryer, folding up and putting away, that is all I can manage in a day. So I've committed to giving you 2 videos a week, and I will continue to give you 2 videos a week as long as I can, as long as I've got content that's relevant. But I can't always guarantee it's going to be the best, you know. I'm a YouTuber and I've got all this time to make content and do nothing else in my life. I don't have that luxury. My weekends are either on call or busy. I need to have a life as well. I need to do stuff that isn't on camera. I've got errands to run. I've got, you know, the Griffin's got stuff to do. We've got shopping to do. We've got boring stuff to do. We have life. And life is, for me, is not that exciting. And I know I did say that I'd do a normal day in my life video. And I'm just trying to work out what day is going to be the most interesting. Or that I could even get away with doing. Because my life is not that interesting. So I could turn around and go, do you know what, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is my day that I am going to film my day in a life. So tomorrow I'm going to get up, I'm going to get dressed, I'm going to go to work. I've got 3 meetings and a report which I can't film because of data protection. I've got all the major managers in tomorrow, so I can't really film that either. And I've got a customer meeting in the afternoon, and then I've got some financial work to do. So I can't film tomorrow. Friday has got potential because there will be very few people in. But then what am I doing that's interesting? Am I doing anything Friday night? No. My life is not that exciting. So trying to do just a normal day for me is really hard. If I was a full-time YouTuber, it would be easy because I could do, well, now I work and now I edit and now I film a product review, or now I do this for this brand. That's not who I am. So what for me is a normal day is going in and working with customers that some of them I have to have, you know, government security clearance to work with. So we can't film it. And if you did film it, well, you could actually just see my job. You'd just have me sat at a computer because that's what my role looks like, but that's not my role. I'm very rarely sat in front of my laptop. I don't get the time. So what do? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I know I've had a couple of comments about videos cutting off. That might be a mistake in editing. Again, I don't have the luxury of time to rewatch everything before it goes out. I also don't have the luxury of being able to store footage. So it's a bit of a pain because I film 99% of my content on my phone. I don't have the luxury of, well, I can just save it or I can store it to the cloud, because if I store it to the cloud and take it off my phone, then it deletes it in the cloud after 30 days as well. So where do I put it? I've tried an external drive attached to my phone. That doesn't seem to work either. I've got my camera, but my camera doesn't do what I need it to do for other things. And I'm not really here to go and spend a load of money on a camera with an external hard drive that goes to a... I don't know. It's just a lot of layout for something that I'm not doing full time. If this was my full-time job, I would have all the kit. It would all be sorted. I would watch every video before it went out. I would quadruple check my editing on everything before it went out. You'd have snazzier intros. You'd have all this stuff that you get from your professional YouTubers. But that's not who I am. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm a hobby YouTuber who does this for an outlet, a bit of fun, kind of a memory bank, and because I want to, but not because I'm making a living off it. Like I said, if I was, I would have all the kit and I would have all the time in the world. What I've actually got is very little time to do anything, because my energy levels just won't let me, and my workload at the moment won't let me. So before I go off on another tangent of a rant, I'm really sorry this video's not the most upbeat expectation that you have of my videos. I try and be upbeat, but sometimes I need to show you the reality of, you know, this is my life. This is the life of a content creator who has a full-time job. Absolute full-time job that is full on. I am running a 24/7 by 365 services desk for IT, supporting blue light services, retail, you know, things that during the COVID years are considered essential services are on my back 24 hours a day with my team. And I love it, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my job. But occasionally what I need is a break. And I don't want to take another break from YouTube because I'm really enjoying it. I just need, again, I don't want tea and sympathy. I just need an understanding of the reality of what's going on. So if my videos aren't of the best quality, or I don't have my mic plugged in because there's a sync issue with my mic, and that is exactly what it is. So because I've got if you missed my technical update, because I have to use an adapter to fit into my phone, because the jack, like your old headphone plug-in, is missing from my phone, I can't plug the mic in directly. And to get a mic that isn't got an adapter for my phone, I've tried one, it doesn't work. So I don't want to keep outlaying money to pay for things that I can't really afford to keep outlaying for, that then just sit there, that don't work. So you're going to get videos like this where I haven't got the fancy backdrops and I haven't got the fancy editing and photos and the amazing sound quality, because it's either put up with the technical issues and get great sound quality, or not have great sound quality and have to turn the sound up on your TV. I don't know. I just wanted to... I didn't really want to have a rant on this video, and I didn't really want it to go on for nearly, well, it's 45 minutes now. I just wanted to have a real, this is what my reality is. So this will be going up literally within a week or so. So it is what it is. But I'm going to go, or I'm going to end up waffling and talking too much and over pushing the point. I'm sorry it's not been the best video. I'm sorry it's not been great content and it's not been interesting content. I'm doing my best. Just please understand this is not my job. I don't always have the luxury of time. And some days I'm going to have really crap days, and today was just one of them. So all the great intentions I had for tonight while the Griffin was out was my on-call emergency has already gone away for the night. So there's probably not going to be much in the way of on-call stuff I have to do tonight, which is great. But because of the crap day I've had, my mind is not in the right place to do anything other than this video. And because of the crap day I've had, I am so tired that by the time I've gone home or got some food, gone home, eaten it, it's going to be bedtime. I don't stay up much past 10 o'clock these days, and it is already 25 past 8. It's way past my food time. So I'm going to have to leave it there. Thank you very much for letting me moan and waffle. I didn't mean to. I do love you all, and hopefully I won't edit this one so as the video cuts off. But until next time, when I'm hopefully back with a more interesting video, hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a better day than I am. And as always, mwah, I love you loads.